Being stuck doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it just looks like waiting. We had plans, momentum, a reason to move on, and instead we find ourselves tied to the dock, watching small problems stack up while the days kept passing. There's a particular kind of fatigue that comes from problems that feel smaller than they are, from being forced to slow down at the exact moment you thought momentum was finally yours. And we are getting ready to leave for the Bahamas. Daniel was taking a trip to shore to knock off just last things on our to-do list errands, and he realized that the outboard engine is not working so well.
So at idle, it works like a champ. It goes all the way, revs all the way up. Actually put it into gear, it only gets like 50% power. So fuel line's fine, the tank vent's fine. So I'm leaning towards it's a carburetor issue.
We have talked to somebody about ordering a new carburetor. First thing is getting the outboard onto the boat, but we don't have an outboard harness. So we have to get a little creative.
The plan is we're gonna drop the dinghy and then take the dinghy davits to use that as a crane. Loop them through the handle there in the front, bring it up, bring it over, and then on board.
Easy. Easy.
Go ahead and lift. Bring it up. Okay. I'm just tearing up our floor.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, you sure did.
What do you think? 10 millimeter? It's always 10 millimeter, right? Yeah, that's opening up just perfectly. It's nice and. Yeah.
So do you think that it's not the carburetor?
No, I still think it's carburetor. It's just not any of the real obvious things. Now, I get to dig into this thing and have no idea what I'm doing. It's gonna go great. Ready for Mercury 9.9? I got that serial number for you. 1R186209. Wow, $730. Do you have a rebuild kit by chance?
So what's going on?
He's looking for a rebuild kit, so.
You know, I hate to say it, but if we have to spend the $730, that's what we have to do. Or we could buy a new engine, which would be more expensive.
New engine would be far more expensive, yes. Problem is that it's sat with fuel in the carburetor instead of getting drained out properly, and that's probably what caused some varnishing in the system. And $190 to rebuild it. I have no idea how to rebuild this little guy. I've tried to on Edelbrocks for like Chevy 350s, so this is smaller, so it should be easier, right? One thing's for sure, we're probably gonna have to go to a dock because now our dinghy engine is in pieces.
We have oars.
Like I said, we're gonna have to go to a dock, and figure that out from there. So we'll keep you updated.
The miracle of editing is that we waited on anchor for several days for the carburetor to be delivered, and now it's here. So we made our way back to shore. We were tied up on the dock because our dinghy didn't work. Daniel is going to now replace our carburetor, and for once and for all, we will see if this actually fixes the problem.
All right, that's on, that's on. That's all the tubes are on. That's set. That works. No extra parts, so I think it's on. Now we just gotta put it on the dinghy.
Yeah, that alone will be a interesting feat.
We're gonna try and do what we did last time, only better. We've set up our dinghy davit as a makeshift crane. Attach it to our motor so that someone stupid does not drop it in the water. And yeah, that's what we're trying to avoid here. So.
Let me know when. I have it locked in place.
Yeah. We are in like Flynn. I don't know where that reference comes from. I've always heard that. In like Flynn. I think it was a movie. I don't know. And yeah, you know, boats demand blood as well as money.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Solve problem to everything, right? Now for the smoke test, as Daniel likes to say.
I'm gonna tweak the idle speed a little bit. That sounds better.
What is it supposed to sound like?
A nice idle? I don't know.
You know, I ask questions because I want to learn, I want to know more, and I get that so often from Daniel. He's like, I don't know, it's just what it is.
Well, it sounds like it's not gonna die on you. It's just that's a nice, comfortable.
And?
Sounded great. Like the last one.
What was wrong with the last one?
Well, like the last carburetor, it sounded great without having any load on it. So now let's put some load on it and see what happens.
I really would rather us tie the boat up to the side rather than you bounce it back and forth between the holes.
We should go over there.
That works too.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Wouldn't that just be something that our dinghy prop chews up our hull? Sounds just like us.
He's not wrong.
Of course.
Daniel just said nope, and I'm not sure why. So my question, does that mean that it's not the carburetor, that it's something else?
Yes, that I believe is what this means. It is not the carburetor, it's something else. Cool.
Just for reference, we just spent about $850 on the carburetor, thinking that was the problem.
I wonder if they do takesies backsies.
Probably not after they're installed.
For reference, this is what it's supposed to sound like at full throttle. This is what it sounds like at full throttle in gear. Not enough. That's not it. Everyone's got any ideas? I'm all earballs. Okay, campers. So we got our new fuel pump here, and we're gonna see if that's gonna solve our dinghy engine issues. If it doesn't, then I am really screwed. Taking off the old fuel pumpulator. It's got fuel in it, so not to make too big of a mess.
The ball is usually an inside toy because Winston has dropped it overboard in the past, which he's about to do again. We're gonna bring it inside. Winston, come on. You want your ball? To bed. Down. Oh boy. This is the new one?
This is the new one.
Shiny new.
More or less. It's on. This one goes on to there.
I think the next step is we're going to drop it into the water and see if it works.
Exactly what it should do. Well, let's put some load on it, see what we get. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Again.
The last part we got was a $200 part. And so now we are down $1,000 trying to fix a $2,500 motor. I just want to say shit.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, so some questions with chat. It suggests that we need to give this an open water test to actually see if we're getting false negatives.
So I'm gonna go take this for a spin. See what happens.
Daniel does not seem very hopeful right now.
This is flat out. I should be going like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, we should be able to get onto a plane, especially with one person on board. We're now calling around to see if somebody can help us. And
Called 3 places in the last 5 minutes. 2 of them don't even want to take the job. And 1, they don't do the mobile thing anymore. And we've already sunk $1,000 into a $2,200 engine. How much more are we going to sink into this engine before it's just good money after bad? And I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Yay, cruising.
it gets better than this. Right? The thing is, the good times certainly outshine the bad, and it's like having a baby, I guess. You have all this oxytocin and it's just wonderful, and then you forget all the pain you just went through. Maybe that's what this is like.
So there are some species that eat their babies. Yeah, letters to patrons.
We're sending letters with our stickers to our patrons. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and become a pledge patron. So we were woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning with a signal alarm somebody else was using a signal horn in the anchorage. And so we hop up, and there is a boat appearing to drag. The wind is blowing in our direction, but it looks like the current and the wind pushed the boat on the other side. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
This is the strongest of it, so it's going to start slacking off here in a minute. But high tide's going to be another hour and 15 minutes or so. So it's going to start draining, which means it's going to push that drifting boat that away.
So hypothetically towards us, possibly. I don't think we're going to get much more sleep tonight.
No. Winston's very awake.
So it does appear that there is somebody awake on the boat now. We were concerned that when the tide shifted, the situation would change a little. But at least somebody's awake. They're aware of their situation, which is a good thing. And we can probably go to sleep now. But I think it just goes to show you that even secured to a dock, we should still be vigilant, and look around and be aware of our surroundings.
Yeah, because when you're on anchor, if someone's dragging, sometimes they'll just slide right past you and you maybe bump off each other. If you're on dock, you are the rock and they are the hard place.
This is what we call a productive chewer.
Winston learned a long time ago with bones and things, if he picks it up and drops it, it'll break into little pieces and then it's all yummy. That's what he's working on.
Last night's blow was really a bunch of nothing. So thank goodness. There were a lot of unattended, perhaps derelict boats in the anchorage next to the dock. So gotta keep an eye out for those. All right, Daniel checked one more place, and they will service this. I don't know if it's worth it, but we're gonna give it a try. So we're gonna bring her into the shop now. I got it.
Lift.
I got it. What do you want me to do?
Keep bringing it up.
Okay. Put it right here. When we were on the Heart, we did have somebody service it because we were suspicious there was a problem. And that cost like $300 or $400. And we got in the water, it did not work. So we spent $800 on the carburetor and another $200 on the fuel pump. And so yeah, do that math. We're already probably in this more than it's worth. I just hate bringing it in for a blind bill, you know? Am I set in first?
Oh, what the shit? Yeah, I was talking with the tech, I guess it was the day before yesterday, and he said he was going to call me with an update with what he found out yesterday, and I don't know if it didn't happen, so I was wondering if they had any update for me.
So he is actually out on the sea trial right at the moment, but he'll be back in the next 30 minutes. I can get you an answer, see where we're at with it.
Sure, sounds good. I'll talk to you here soon then. Hi Carrie, this is Daniel Green again. I was just calling to follow up on the conversation I had with the tech on Friday.
Let me see if I can track him down. I think he's currently buried in a boat. Can I touch base with him and have him either call you or call you back?
Yeah, that sounds great. So yeah, on Friday they called me telling me that the throttle linkage was installed backwards, which is impossible. Now, I will agree there was probably some play in the throttle linkage, but at the same time, I'm not an idiot. I know how to open a carburetor and run it wide open. I know how to do that. So they're playing the you're an idiot and we're gonna just do whatever we want to do. My nice is very, very short with them. Hey Carrie, how are you doing?
Hey, good. So I didn't realize that our tech left sick earlier this morning. So he is not going to be in until tomorrow. So I'll try to give you an update as soon as I can.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Hi Carrie, Daniel Green again. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Doing well. Hey, I just wanted to check in and see if your tech was back and if you had any updates for me.
I know he was working on it this morning. Hold on. Let me see if he's here. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so he's on the other line. He said he'll call you right back.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And I want to apologize for like just bugging you guys, but we're just trying to get this motor back for our dinghy so we can go ahead and get on with our way. So it's kind of the one thing that's holding us up.
We are. While we're waiting for our outboard, the weather's been really kind of crappy and there's no weather window anyways. So, but there is something exciting that we should be celebrating.
We are at 49.99 subscribers, so just waiting for that big 5K to take over. We just keep refreshing.
We don't keep refreshing, but we are checking it quite regularly. Maybe that's refreshing.
Refresh. Refresh. Hi, Carrie. Daniel Green again. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, good. How are you?
Doing well. Hey, I was just calling for a follow-up.
So it's ready for pick.
It's ready for pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ready for pickup.
Okay. I would really appreciate if y'all could throw it on the stand, and so I could see it, in operation and make sure that it's all good. Because the last place I picked it up from said it was all good and it wasn't. So would that be possible?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. I appreciate it. I'll be by here in a bit. We'll see. 5,000. So, see you in another 5.
I don't know, that just seemed like we're not going to see you in another... We're going to celebrate 10,000. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate 5,000, but 10,000's another big one, and then 25 and 50 and 100, all those ones, doubling it up and all that kind of fun.
You can tell we're ambitious.
Yeah, why not, right? Going to be ambitious about something. Might as well.
We got the outboard back, and now we're going to put it on our dinghy, which last time proved a little challenging, so wish us luck.
I'm going to lift, and you're going to take it flat.
Okay. Lifting?
Lifting.
How you doing?
It's over. Keep lifting. Keep lifting.
Keep lifting.
All right, there you go.
So here's our preliminary test.
So this is all normal. Good. All right, now let's put her in throttle, or put her in gear. See what we have here. I think it's worse. I think we spent $400 the first shop we took it to. Just spent another $300 on the second shop we took it to. Spent $800 on a carburetor. $300 on or $200 on a fuel pump, and I think we just have a really expensive boat anchor now.
We might end up buying a new outboard before we go to the Bahamas, because we need a reliable outboard.
Found another tech who's willing to take a look at it, so we're going to take the engine off again. We're going to take it over there to someone else again. Yeah, see if we can get this figured out.
It's been to 2 people already. We've bought several parts for it. We keep dumping money into this thing, and we're about ready to throw it overboard.
And at least luckily, when I was talking to the tech, he seemed to understand the issue right straight away. The other companies were like, oh yeah, no, we'll bring it in.
So I'm pretty sure that this is Daniel's favorite outboard. It must be a sentimental value or something, because he wants to fix this outboard.
Need the towel.
Okay. Got this gig.
Let's go see if we can get this figured out. All right, so she's in the tank, and we'll see what we see here.
Coming on 1 cylinder.
Really? Bad wire?
That's just on diesel right here.
When you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. It was also said to keep it simple, stupid. And yeah, change the spark plugs. And it's fine. It's totally fine. 2 new spark plugs. $10.
I got the skeg, placing down, easing. You want me to do faster?
So let's put her into gear, find out if we solved our problem. I might need to go run around and test this, but it sounds better than it did.
Time for field test. Yeah, that's already looking so much better than it did.
That's what she's supposed to do.
I think Daniel's having fun with this now.
All right, so dinghy's working. Now we can leave.